The snow is melting in Ladakh, bringing with it a fresh set of challenges, but not as big a challenge as surviving the winter in Ladakh. For one, as the snow melts, what happens is that troops from both countries start patrolling. And once they start patrolling, the potential of coming face to face and the potential of a conflict also increases. Be it the villagers in and around Chushul, which is near the south bank, are upset because the army has stopped them from grazing their cattle in this area. This is their traditional grazing ground. The army says that, look, the situation in eastern Ladakh is not such that civilians can venture into these areas. The 11th Corps Commander level talks have come and gone, and visibly there has been no progress as far as disengagement in other friction points is concerned. If you look at the statement that India has issued, and by the way, this is the first time since September that India and China have not issued a joint statement, an indication that the talks haven't really gone very well or haven't gone where they should have gone. So in the statement that India has issued, India is talking about the fact, or at least implying that there were some proposals made from the Indian side, there were some proposals made from the Chinese side, and now both sides go back to their respective bosses and talk about it. When you look at the Chinese statement that came in, another indicator that talks haven't gone where they should have gone. The Chinese Defense Ministry hasn't issued that statement. It is the Western Theatre Command that has issued the statement, and it's not even acknowledging the other friction points. What are these other friction points that we are talking about? Gogra and Hot Springs were being considered to be the low-hanging fruit simply because there are some 60-70 troops on each side here, stationed 1.5 kilometers away from each other. And after the momentum that was built in Pangong Tso in mid-February, it was thought that Gogra and Hot Springs naturally will be the next friction points where you would disengage. But that's not how it has worked out. It's turning out to be tougher than it sounds. Many experts are saying that China is not under pressure. China was under pressure in Pangong Tso because we had captured the strategic heights of the Kailash ranges. That was our bargaining chip, which is why the Chinese agreed to step back in North Bank, because India agreed to come down from the Kailash ranges. But now our bargaining chip is gone. So you will have to probably devise a second bargaining chip for the Chinese to disengage in Gogra, Hot Springs, and possibly then Gogra and Depsang as well. That is something that could happen. The Chinese are in no hurry. That is something that is very clear, and that is something that the top leadership of the country believes as well. They are not in a hurry for a couple of reasons. They managed to achieve what they want to achieve in Pangong Tso. So there is no pressure on them. B, they also want to send a message to India to say that you may be ganging up against us with this entire Quad concept, but we are here and we continue to be a dominant neighbor and we are not going anywhere. So you cannot scare us with associating yourself with Australia, Japan, and America. That is a signal that China is sending as well. What do we expect now? What do we expect in the summer? As I've said, possibly you'll see some chut-put conflict happening between the forces, if not a larger one. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But what we are also going to see is India put in place its summer strategy for Eastern Ladakh. Already in the plan is for extra deployment of troops and tanks, etc. In this entire region, because once bitten, twice shy, India doesn't want to be surprised again. So irrespective of where the disengagement process is going, India will maintain a higher level of troop deployment in this entire area.